Gee, I hope I don't get sued for having Led Zeppelin's lyrics to Stairway to Heaven right behind me. Hello. I know I haven't made a video in like 5 years. I know there's a website dedicated to literally everybody saying like, sorry, I haven't made a video. And I know I've said that before in the past. I need to start again. So, hey, hello everyone, long time no see. This is a video about what it was like. I've transitioned twice in my life, and first time, I have no notes with me, by the way. The first time was when I was 16, second time was when I was 21, and basically being a teenager in 2013 wasn't exactly like the right place to be, because I had about 100 plus like 15, 16-year-olds that I was like hanging out with in the city every weekend at that point, and none of them were really like, none of them I could really speak to openly with. I was so shy that I had to come out to my mum over the phone while I was out, and that even took me like over an hour to do. So yeah, I was a really shy kid. I had this like very real kind of fear of like being rejected by my parents when I was a kid. Like I just didn't see it as a possibility. First time I properly remember feeling this way was when I was like 4 or 5 years old, and the initial thought was just like, shit, what do I do about this? Because all I knew was it was literally around the time that everybody started saying gay in school, and like and I was just like, I didn't know what gay was. I was pretty certain I wasn't gay. Plot twist, I was. And then compose yourself, Claire. Compose yourself. But school really sucked. Major anger issues by the time I was 9 years old, because I just wanted everybody to get off of me, just get off my case, because so me being a shy kid, I didn't even wear a dress until I was 14 years old, which is still less than a decade ago. So when I transitioned for the first time, when I was 16 years old, I basically just went from the boy box to the girl box. And like, I remember one thing my mom said to me, this was before, like, I don't know what this was before, but she was just like, you have to do the Spice Boy thing first. What are you on about? And which was like really weird for me, because like, I've never been that girly of a person. I rarely wear makeup. If you haven't noticed, I just feel like my face is nicer without it. Disclaimer, I have major autism. I didn't even introduce myself. Hi, I'm Kelly. I have Asperger's syndrome, or however you say it. I'm like pretty autistic. Anyone who knows me and sees this video will probably see that I'm not wearing any mask right now, I suppose. So I'm just completely away with the birds. Literally stares at the birds out the window. So yeah, there were parts of me that I wasn't comfortable with. The fact that it seemed like I didn't fit into the traditional like area of like what it's like to be a transgender like person, like transitioning. I love my mum to bits, right? But one time she said, to be honest, you haven't really done anything aside from just like change your looks. And it just kind of made me go like, well, shit, you know, testosterone rushing through my veins at the time, just like, shit, what the fuck do I do now, you know? Okay, I'll just go from the end of my first transition. Since then, I've really not changed like a hell of a lot about myself all in one go. I mean, I've just kind of evolved since then. I kind of like grew out my fringe. My hair was orange at the time. I grew out my fringe, just kind of like, I was on blockers at the time, by the way, which just like gave me a sense of just like, I don't have to worry about this right now. And for a year, I was really happy, just in myself. And eventually I got dreads, and my life changed forever when I went back into Durham after literally years, with the intention to busk. I met two of the best friends that I've ever had. As soon as I walked in the city, actually, they wished me luck, and I just picked up my guitar, started playing. That was an entire chapter of my life. I met so many cool people who were actually like open, like just fun-loving hippies, really. I mean, all fucking druggos, but what are you gonna do? I was really just external at that point in my life. I just kind of left any shit I gave about myself behind. I made these two Scottish friends, one a girl, one a boy, and the Scottish guy, every time he saw me, he was 17, I was 20. He was like, "You need to shave this." Like, just whatever I had on my face at the time, it was like nothing, you know, but he was 17, he had fuck all. So, the other Scottish person, for some context, like, she just says, like, you know, if I could grow a beard, like, I would love to grow a beard, because just the way it feels on your face. So, I kind of think I knew deep down that I was gonna transition. I mean, I couldn't really see myself not going that route. So, just for the crack, just for the sheer crack, I just grew a big bushy beard that year, and people thought I was homeless. I got called Aslan by a bunch of people. Shortly soon after, I just shaved off, like, piece by piece, revealed the chin that I didn't even see for a year and a half. Right, everything I say is a sidetrack, by the way. Like, I'm like gonna splice this video together, and I have no idea if it's gonna make sense, but hopefully, you know. But that girl I liked, I realized that I liked her like a year after I met her, and like, I realized that whole time I was just like, this is the last time I'm ever going to be a teenager, and I want to keep myself open, you know, because like at that age I seriously believed that I had to stay cis. I had to like stay the gender that I was in order to not end up alone, basically. But that all changed 2 years later, basically. It got to the point where everybody in the friendship circle that I'd made was like, was falling in love, like a proper love buzz one night. And I actually drove to that house from another house, willingly, just like drove into this love nest in which I was the fifth wheel, and the entire world just kind of melted, like, before my eyes. I'm not going to say what I was on. This is kind of hard for me to talk about, but I basically just realized how I'd stayed this way for one particular reason, and that reason was gone. Not only was that reason gone, but I had no reason to even be there, like, with me best friends, and that was really hard for me. And it was literally then, round about then, that I finally, the age of 21 by the way, worked up the courage to go talk to me Scottish friend about how the way that I felt, and all the things that I hadn't talked about when I was a teenager. And she just had the best outlook on the situation. She just had the best things to say, and we talked it out, and that was when I basically decided to go private. 2017, I was having the time of my life, and I can only hope for that once lockdown is over and I can actually go out and busk again. But I think that's just about it, to be honest. I mean, I transitioned twice in my life, and it was because I wasn't comfortable with the people I was with. I'm not sure what could have changed that, but it took me 2 decades to get to a point where I felt ready to address these things with my friends, until I really knew my bearings and like knew what I wanted in this life. Don't know if I'm going to post this video or not, but if you're still here, then hi. I have a question, which is, Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven. Has anybody ever listened to that song and just like put it in the context of gender dysphoria, where it's like, there are only 2 paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on? Because that's the way I heard it at that point in my life. Bad thing. See you all in the next video when that is.